Mayor, members of the council, Nick Woods, Snell and Wilmer, 1 Arizona Center. Actually, 1 East Washington Street, we moved. And I represent Richmond. I'm 73 years old. I've been a lawyer for what seems like 100 years. And I've been doing it that long. Richmond is one of the finest companies in the country. They do affordable housing. In fact, communities call them up and say, please come here and build your product, because it's exceptional. And ordinarily, what I do in a zoning case, and I've handled thousands of them in my career, is I have a client, they'll call me up, they have architects, engineers, landscape architects, traffic engineers, and they say, I want to build this. And we talk about the case. We talk about where we think the town or the city will be on our application. And then we bring it through the process. And ultimately, we come before the city council, and the city council makes a decision. And if the decision is no, it's okay. And the reason it's okay is because we can all hold our heads up high. We came to you. We asked you to consider something, right, that we brought to you. And during my career of decades and decades, I have always lived my life. I've always done in my career based upon certain principles. One of those is integrity, right? My reputation is all I have. And my reputation throughout the valley in the 40-plus years I've been working here, and I moved here from Milwaukee, is impeccable. And my expectations, and maybe they're wrong, but my expectations are that people that I deal with, right, maintain that same standard. The difference from what I just described to you was we didn't come to you. Richmond didn't come to you with an application and a zoning case. You reached out to Richmond and any other developer who might want to develop here in Guadalupe. And the first 2 times you had no respondents. And the reason is reputation. Like it or not, the development community does not believe that developers can develop in the town of Guadalupe. As that's one of the reasons why you didn't have any responses. And when Richmond looked at this one, they said, look, there's a crying need. There are families who are separated. They can't live in the same town. My mother was Italian, La Familia. We were always together growing up. She was one of 5 kids. My dad was one of 6. And my dad was French and English, which is where wood comes from. But we were always together. We lived, right, everyone within a mile. And basically every weekend we got together. It was amazing. It was terrifying. There was 18 grandkids on one side and 17 on the other. So there was a crying need here in this town for this product. And it was a great opportunity for this town, for its residents, and also for Richmond. But you came to us, and we proposed, right, as in response to your request for proposals, Richmond offered something that was awesome. And the reason I know that it was awesome is you all said it was awesome. On March 9th, a year ago, almost a year ago, I stood here in front of you, and you raved about this project. You raved about what we're bringing. You talked specifically about what I just said, and there was such a need. It's gone beyond, right, what is available today. And we showed you what we're going to build, right? And it even included the southeast corner. So you unanimously said, welcome to Guadalupe. We love your project. If you weren't going to support it, You should have told us then. Because in the ensuing year, my client to spend $500,000 on architectural fees and professional fees, and I'm not cheap either. And we kept moving, you know, the goal line because you kept moving the goal line. First, you asked us to remove the southeast corner of the commercial site. My client said, okay. Then you said, well, we need to change this design. We need to change that design. They said, okay. They said, well, now you need more parking, so now you really need to redo the entire design. But we had hearings here, and each time you all said, we love this project. 2 weeks ago, we were here, and people were here stating that they were in opposition for it, and you stood up and basically said, but we need this. We did a development agreement we negotiated, right? Every time we gave something, they said the council wants this. We said, okay. Then the council wants this. We said, okay. They said, well, the council wants this. We said, okay. Everything that you asked for, at every turn over the last year, my client said yes. Because they believed, what appears to be foolishly, that you were supportive of this case. And now, at the 11th hour and 59th minute, we learn that you're not. And again, I don't worry about my reputation, because I've earned my reputation. But your reputation now, understand that the development community, talk to my client, because the development community is small, right? The zoning attorneys, it's small. It's a big town, but it's a big metropolitan area, but it's small. Everybody said from day one, you will not get this project across the finish line. And you know what? I defended you. Everyone who told that to me, I said, not this time. You've got a progressive group of people sitting up here, and they've already said, we want this, we need this multiple times. They said, we want this, we need this. We negotiated in good faith. My client defended you when everybody told them, not gonna happen. We're the fools. So with that, because the votes aren't here, we are withdrawing G1 through G7. So the cases are done. Thank you.
Thank you. Dave, since they're withdrawing from the project, do we need to vote? Please refrain yourself, or you'll be removed. Please refrain yourself. Please refrain yourself. Please refrain yourself, or you'll be removed. Thank you. Please go outside. Town attorney, how would you like us to proceed since they withdrew? Is there any vote that needs to happen?
I think we should still vote for the record.
I think what,
Can I please have quiet? That is still live. If you could go outside, and because we need to finish the meeting.
Yes, we're not done yet. Please have a seat.
The video is still live. So town manager and town attorney, how would you like us to proceed?
at this point, I think it would be appropriate for the council. I think you can do it. Since they have withdrawn those items, just to make our record clear, I think if there was a motion denying and a vote denying the application